I hope that you have all had a wonderful weekend. I am coming live because I have been asked to. And also, I want to share some very important information with you tonight that can change your whole life. So, I want to talk tonight about needing and the fact that most of us adults go through our lives feeling like we need things that we don't have. Whether it is a certain amount of money, whether it is a certain type of relationship, whether it is a certain house or a certain car or a certain relationship with our mother or our father or our children or a significant other or something, right? So typically, most adults are not fulfilled because they are feeling like they need something that they don't have. And what I want to talk about tonight is inner fulfillment and opening our minds up to the concept that we already have everything we need within us. And what I mean by that is because we as human beings are, what in my belief, vessels for God. We are here to express God in the various different ways, the mind of God. That means that we already have everything we need within us. And we can get caught up in looking outside of us for fulfillment. We are taught this from birth that we need to go to school. We need to get good grades. We need to get into a good college. We need to get a good job. We need to make this amount of money. So we have been trained from very early on that we need. Everything is about needing something that we don't yet have. Everything is about striving to get something, striving to get to a place, striving for something that we don't yet have. And unfortunately, that has trained us to live in a state of unfulfillment because we are constantly seeking the next milestone, the next goal, so that we can feel like, okay, I've accomplished it. Now I'm good. Now I'm good. But there's always something else. It's never now I'm good and that's it. It's always, okay, what's the next goal? What's the next milestone? What's the next thing I can do? And I want to talk about flow state because flow state is something that has changed my entire life. Swipe left to see real-time performance and view tips. I don't want to see that. I just want to see comments. All right. If y'all could show me some love on these lives, I would love that. If you could tap the screen, tap the little hearts, tap the little fire emojis, tap the little 100s, just give me some taps. Just give me some taps. Tap me up. Let me know that y'all are here, y'all are listening, and y'all are feeling what I'm talking about. All right. So flow state is a state of just being and allowing instead of striving, instead of doing, instead of needing. Thank you, TikTok, for the love. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all tapping me. Tap me up. Hype me up. Hey, big hype me up. Thank you. So what I'm talking about is flow state, and what I'm talking about is human beings always feeling like we need something else. We don't have enough. We're not enough. We're not worthy. We're not qualified. We don't. And we get so conditioned to focus on all of the things that we don't have. Yes, keep them coming. Thank you, TikTok. I love y'all so much. We get so conditioned to focus on all of the things that haven't yet come into fruition yet, that we start to feel like that actually means something about us. We actually internalize that and start to believe that that means that we're not good enough, that we're not enough, that we're not worthy. If we don't have a certain education level, we're not worthy. If we don't make a certain amount of money, we're not worthy. If we are not driving a certain car, if we are not in a certain circumstance, if we are not married by a certain age, if we don't have children by all of these conditions, we actually internalize and we start to believe that that actually means something about our inherent worth. And what I want to introduce is the concept that we were born perfect. There is nothing that we can do or not do to not make us perfect. There is nothing that we can do or not do to not make us the embodiment of love, the embodiment of perfection, the embodiment of peace, the embodiment of joy. Yes, we have been trained and brainwashed to allow ourselves to think differently and to feel different emotions that are not on the path with our true identity, which is love, peace, bliss, fulfillment, perfection. So what happens is now we start to project, right? Now we have all these feelings about how we're not worthy, how we're not enough, how we're not. And then we start feeling that, and then we start acting that way. And when it becomes a vicious cycle, it becomes a vicious cycle. And sometimes we've had childhood experiences that have made us feel this way, traumatic experiences. And what I want to again introduce to us is that we have the ability to choose to remember that none of the things that have happened to us in our life, none of the experiences that we've had, none of the failures that we've had, none of anything that has ever happened to us in our life makes us less worthy, makes us not enough, makes us not divine. No one can take that away from us. No one can take that away from us, even though our own mind will attempt to do that. Our own mind will attempt to convince us and persuade us and badger us and harass us and tell us repeatedly over and over and over and over and over and over again that we're not good enough. The media will try to tell us that. The politicians will try to tell us that. Friends will try to tell you that. Society will try to continue to tell you that because they are inundating us. They're inundating us with all these messages of what it means to be successful, what it means to be enough, what it means to be worthy. And I really want to encourage all of us to turn a blind eye to all of that. And open up our mind's eye to remembering that we have a divine connection with Source. And that divine connection with Source then allows us to become the source of our experiences. Okay? We're a channel that Source comes through, and then we become the source of our own lives. The thoughts we think repetitively, the beliefs that we have, the perspectives that we carry, it becomes an infinite loop of the experiences that we manifest in our life. Is this making sense to people? TikTok, I love y'all. Keep hyping me up. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Yes, God. I'm so glad you needed to hear this today because I needed to say this today. I currently have a whole bunch of content that is going viral, and I am just inundated with all of these beautiful, beautiful messages over on TikTok. We are all interacting as the future versions of ourselves. And I posed a question to everyone as a new money millionaire that as millionaires now, what is it that we are most grateful for? And I got a ton of responses. I feel so at peace. I feel so at ease. I'm able to help. I'm able to do this. I'm able to do that. And the point of that post, and what I hope that people take away from that post, is we have access to all that right now. We don't need to wait. There is nothing holding us back from feeling fulfilled right now. There is nothing holding us back from feeling at peace right now. There is nothing holding us back from being generous right now. Yes, the things may change that we are generous with, right? But we still have access to embody all of those traits right now. And as a matter of fact, you will not get to that place that you want to be until you see it right now. You have to first and foremost believe that it's possible for you. You have to know that you are worthy to become a millionaire. You have to know that you are worthy to become a wife if that's what you want. Know that you are enough and that there is no circumstance that has happened to you or that will happen to you that can take away your identity of being a divine embodiment of God expressed through humanity. Okay? Yes, God! All right? And so I want to remind us of that. And I also want to talk about flow state because I am experiencing flow state right now. I've been in flow for the last couple days, and the results of that flow state have been money pouring in, have been comments pouring in, have been encouragement pouring in, have been thank yous pouring in, have been followers, opportunities pouring in. Okay. And all of these things I know are pouring in because I have taken the time to dedicate to myself, to give myself all of these things first. God, thank you for my life. Thank you for my generosity. Thank you for my spirit. Thank you for my willingness to serve. Thank you for my natural inclination to help. Thank you for my sense of humor. Thank you for my ability to articulate. Thank you, God, for my heart's ability to beat without me thinking about it. And because the thing is with gratitude is so many times we focus on external things to be grateful for, and that's very important. We don't spend enough time on the inside focusing on what's going on inside, and the inside is what's influencing and creating what is happening outside. So being grateful for all of the wonderful qualities we have. If we actually pay attention to our thoughts and our inner dialogue, many of us will find that we will speak more kindly to a stranger on the street than we speak to ourselves. I remember when I was doing Bikram yoga about 15, maybe 20 years ago, and I had this revelation, like I was talking to myself like a bitch off the street. Not in a good way. It was horrible. I was calling myself stupid. I was calling myself fat. I was calling myself incompetent. I was just really beating myself up verbally in my mind. And I remember having that awareness and being like, why are you talking to yourself like that? Whose voice is that? Who is that? Who is that? I am from Rochester, New York. Yes, God. And so, that was kind of the first glimpse I think I had of self-awareness and actually being aware of the fact that I had an inner dialogue and being aware of the fact that my inner dialogue was not my true identity. We can get so influenced and caught up in our thoughts and believe that the things that we're thinking are actually who we are. No, God. No, God, no, God, no, God. There is a book called Outwitting the Devil. This book specifically touches on how our mind will try to outwit us out of a place of fear and try to tell us that we're not enough, tell us that we're never going to be, tell it Napoleon Hill, exactly. Tell us, and the devil is our own mind. So imagine that we have something inside of us that is constantly vying for our attention, trying to convince us against our true nature, which is divine, which is love, which is peace, which is fulfillment, which is satisfaction, which is contentment. We don't need anything outside of us to give us that. Thank you for being open to helping us brothers too. We're doing better, but we still need help. Absolutely. Everyone needs help. Everyone needs help. This is not a man-woman thing. Now, I will say I am here for the ladies. My business, Yes God Wellness. I do yoni steaming. I do empowerment and life coaching, but I am not opposed to men or helping men, or I'm here for the people. Okay, I'm here for humanity. My role here is to serve and to be influential in a way that is positive, that uplifts humanity, that reminds humanity that they are a portal through which God shines throughout each and every one of us. And it is so important for all of us to remember that. I don't care what your life situation is right now. I don't care if you're sitting in a jail cell. I don't care if you're sitting in a homeless shelter. I don't care if you're sleeping on a park bench. I don't care if you have $1 million in credit card debt. I don't care if your children have been taken away from you. I don't care whatever your circumstance is, you are still worthy. You are still enough. You are still perfect. You are still loved. That is your true nature. And the way that you can tell when your mind is trying to convince you that you are not those things is when you don't feel good. Your emotions are your compass. So when you're feeling anything other than satisfaction and fulfillment, it means that your thoughts are trying to convince you against your true nature. And the first step to stopping that from happening is to, first of all, be aware that it's happening. Okay? Oh, my bad. It sounded like feminist stuff at first. My bad. Family first. Thank you. Yeah. And see, that's just a projection. That's your projection of what you're expecting to see and what's going on in your mind. That has nothing to do with me. And that's another thing about human beings. We are always, always, always projecting. The things that are coming out of our mouth, the things that we're talking about, the things that we're discussing, the things that we're assuming that other people are doing, we are actually exposing ourselves in those things, which is why it's so important to take time and pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to yourself, because no matter what, you are going to expose yourself through your conversation. And if you know that you got some beliefs going on and some biases and some notions, then it might be wise just to not talk for a while and just consider and contemplate and reconcile that within yourself. I love these types of conversations. Yes, God, yes, God, yes, God. Y'all are gifting me? Oh my God. Thank you, TikTok. What's going on, Instagram? Y'all playing games. Where's my likes? Where's my love? There's a tappy button in Instagram too. Y'all not, I see y'all watching. Nobody's tapping. You can give me some text, see what I'm saying? And that's how y'all be treating me, Instagram. That's why, guess what? TikTok might be my new boo. TikTok might be my new boo because TikTok be treating me right. TikTok be showing me love. Instagram, y'all be over here fronting. Y'all be over here fronting. Yes, God. Thank you, Instagram. Show me some love now. Come on now. Come on, y'all. I don't know if we can do it on YouTube. YouTube be fronting too. It's all good. Leave IG. Sound like a victim mentality. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Sounds like a victim mentality. Let me go follow you on IG too. Haha. Yes, God. So my IG username is Yes, God Wellness. That is actually my business over on Instagram. Yeah, because the thing is, and that's, the internet is full of all types of nonsense. It's also full with all types of beautiful things. The internet is a beautiful thing. We have we are so blessed and grateful and lucky to be able to connect to other people on the internet. Our parents were not able to do this, okay? We are living in the technological age. This gives us access to so much in a wonderful way. This also gives us access to so much in another way. And so we have to be very, very mindful about what we're giving our awareness and what we're giving our attention to. Because whatever we are giving our awareness and our attention to is what is going to grow in our lives. So we're watching a bunch of reality TV and listening to a whole bunch of crap and watching a whole bunch of drama and listening to a whole bunch of, women in this and women this and men this and men this and constantly kind of going down those rabbit holes. We are subconsciously feeding into that infinite loop that happens. Remember, we are the source of our experiences. And what we are putting into our consciousness, what we are paying attention to, is what we are going to see manifest in our reality. So it's very, very important to be mindful of what you're consuming. Be mindful about the things you're talking about. Be mindful about the things you're listening to other people talk about. Be mindful of the things that your mind is talking about. Because your mind, again, will be the one that tries to come in and convince you that you're not enough, you're not perfect, you're flawed, you're damaged, no one's ever going to, and all these other lies. Exactly. What we think about, we bring about. Exactly. Instagram. Where y'all at, boo? What y'all doing? Come on. And you know what? I don't know if it's Instagram is just the algorithm doesn't push me out, doesn't hype me up, but you know what? It doesn't matter. You know why? Because I'm already fulfilled. I don't need likes and followers and people to tell me. Why? Because I tell myself. Nobody can take away my own satisfaction from me. Nobody can take away my fulfillment from me. Nobody can take away the love that I have inside of me. No one can take away my peace. Why? Because I know it's up to me to gatekeep those things. I can't even let my mind try to come and talk me out of those things. Okay? Now, what I will say is, Once you begin to give yourself those things, you will see them mirrored back to you. You will see them show up for you. You will see that infinite loop start to spin in your favor. But it's important to be mindful that, at the end of the day, your energy towards anything in life should be, I'm good with or without it. I'm good with or without it because I am all that is. No one compares to me. No one is better than me. I have special gifts that only I can bring to this world. And no one has the power to take that away from me. Not even my own mind. I'm not even going to allow my own mind to try to tell me who I am, what I'm capable of, and what I deserve. I'm not going to allow my mind to do that to me, because your mind is your first bully, right? As soon as you wake up in the morning and you come to, this is why it's so important first thing in the morning to be very mindful. I leave that phone away from me. I use the first 20 minutes of my day to just get into the vibration of gratitude. Thank you, God, for waking me up. Thank you for another day. Thank you for this bed. Thank you for this home. Thank you for my family. Thank you for my children. Thank you for my lungs that continue to breathe overnight. Thank you for my heart that continue to beat overnight, God. Thank you for a mind that's working. Thank you for ears that can hear the birds chirping outside. Thank you for this warm bed. Thank you for my feet. Thank you for my legs. Thank you for the bathroom over there that I'm about to get up and go use. Thank you for the ability to get up and go use the bathroom. Like, I'm not taking none of this for granted, because these are all blessings. These are all things that not everybody has access to. I make sure that I prime myself for a day full of gratitude. Because as soon as I'm on that phone and as soon as I see something that, because the thing is, when we scroll on social media, typically we don't have control over what content is going to pop up in our face next. And if it's something crazy or something, whatever, like, I'm not giving that. That doesn't get first access to me. I don't give anybody access to me. I am exclusive. My energy is very exclusive, and I am in charge of what has access to it. And when you pick that phone up first thing in the morning, and when you have that phone in your face right before you go to bed, you are giving your power away. Do you know how powerful sleeping is? Do you know how powerful the subconscious mind is? That gives you and brings you ideas and drops dreams and drops thoughts and drops $1 million ideas into your mind. And you giving that to social media? Don't do that. Do not do that. Stop doing that if you're doing it. Now, I love social media just as much as anybody else. I built $1 million business on social media. However, I know that social media has its place. And I don't take, I remove importance from things. Hello, Megan from Jamaica, where we say gratitude is the right attitude. Yes. Yes, God. Yes, God. Yes, God. Yes, appreciation. See the true value in all things. Yes. And gratitude is magnetic. When I first started my business, I remember I was in such survival mode. I was in such fight or flight. And I was like, oh my God, I lost my job. How am I going to pay my bills? And I was coming from this place of fear. And it wasn't working. It was not working for me. And I finally had to come to a place of surrender. I made a video about this earlier, about the anything but this point, how rock bottom is what helped to make me a millionaire, because rock bottom put me in a place where I had no choice but to let go of control. Because trying to control things is why we suffer. We think it has to go this way. We think it should go this way. We think it needs to go this way. All it should, have to, need, those are all the vibration of desperation. I need it. I gotta, it should. Instead of, you know what? Let God, you tell me what to do. I don't know nothing. You know what, God? You be in control. Because I don't know what the hell's going on right now. Because what I'm doing ain't working. And see, that requires a level of humility. We have to have a level of humility if we want to be in alignment with God's identity, which is love, peace, happiness, fulfillment, bliss. So glad to have come across your page. I'm in the process of releasing control and just becoming. Yes, God. Life is a surrender and not a struggle. Yes, yes. And that's the flow state. Thank y'all so much for these gifts. I don't even know what any of this stuff is on TikTok because I'm pretty new to TikTok. But thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for pouring in. Thank you for pouring in. Oh my God, feeling this so much. Yes, God, I'm so glad. But allowing myself to be at that point of, you know what I'm doing is not working. It's not working. Having the humility to say that to myself and to God. God, this is not working. I'm scared. We try to, that is the truth of a lot of our realities. God, I'm not working, is scared, but we want to force and push and control and try to do other these things, anything other than to say, God, this is not working. But when we get to a point where we can actually surrender and be humble and say, God, this is not working. God's like, okay, I was waiting for this, baby. Hold on tight, because here we go. So when I got to that point in my business and I said, God, this is not working, I received the idea that instead of focusing on getting money, Megan, instead of focusing on making sales, instead of focus on getting customers, focus on helping people. Focus on giving. You're focused on receiving, you're focused on getting, you're focused on getting. You already have everything you need, Megan. I've already given you everything you need. You are worthy. You are enough. You are amazing. No one compares to you. Just give that. And I was like, oh, okay. So that completely shifted my whole perspective. There's a story in the Bible. I don't remember which verse, but there's a story in the Bible, entering the season of surrender. Yes, God. There's a story in the Bible that talks about a woman who was required to pay something and all she had was oil in her house. If y'all know what scripture this is, please feel free to share. But she said, all I have is this oil. And the response to that was, that'll do. Whatever you have. If you have an encouraging word for someone, if you have a compliment, if you see someone and you like their shoes, you like their coat, you like what can you give? If you see an old lady about to walk and go open the door for her. If if you see a piece of trash on the ground, pick it up, put it in a trash can. Like, what can you give? Instead of focusing on what can I get, focus on what you can give. And when I started focusing on what I can give in my business blew up. Literally. Like, opportunities were dropping out of the sky. I met Narissa. She shared my page. I did an event with her. I literally became famous. Like, it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. And the only thing that shifted was here and my perspective. And that, you know what? I'm not going to try to get and pay my rent. And that no longer became my focal point. My focal point became, what can I do to serve? How can I give? How can I be of service? When I think about, when you focus on how you can be of service, when I focused on how I can be of service, my business grew. Why? Because money is a direct correlation to service. Service, service, service. It's not about, and see, this is the reason why, a lot of people I realize have, and I used to too, have this negative money mindset of, rich people are assholes and millionaires are jerks and this and this and that. What you're missing is that they are serving, okay? If someone has a company that makes hats or makes cleaning products, guess what? Not only are they serving people offering that product, they're serving the employees by offering them a salary to take care of their family. The service is what's generating the revenue. Okay, it's not the person, it's not the personality, it's the service that's happening, it's the exchange, it's the universal law of compensation follows service. And so I would encourage all of us to think about how we can serve, whether it's in a capacity of being a parent. How can I serve my children better? How can I serve myself better? Is it serving me to stay glued to my phone and as soon as I go to bed and when I first wake up in the morning? Is it serving me to be watching Netflix all night? Maybe I could be writing something. Maybe I could be working on my business idea. Maybe I could be taking a walk. I talk about taking a walk and how powerful it is. Taking a walk is of great service to you, which becomes of great service to the community. Because when your cup is overflowing, that is where you can give from. If you're trying to give from a cup that's not even full, it's never going to be satiating to anyone, and not even yourself, because you're not full. Filling ourselves up, filling our cups up is what allows us to have an overflow and what allows us to be in a place of, wow, I have this to give. I have these ideas. I have these thoughts. I have these conversations. I have these videos. I have this book. I have this, whatever your project is, your podcast. How do you balance the service business so that the service doesn't burn you out? Yes. So you have boundaries and you have standards and you allow yourself to delegate and outsource. If you have a service-based business that is doing well, I know it's very scary to outsource things to other people, but that will serve you and it will serve someone else and it will expand your capacity and it will allow you to receive more because you're offering more. I hope that was helpful. Instagram, y'all playing games now. Instagram's playing games, but that's okay. Do you have an Instagram profile? Yes, my Instagram profile is Yes God Wellness. YesGodWellness. And my website is that.com. And if you're interested in yoni steaming, in helping to naturally manage BV, fibroids, PCOS, postpartum recovery, fertility, menopausal symptoms, releasing trauma from your womb, please go and check out my newsletter, which contains the free V-Steam quiz, which can tell you which blends you need. I have 7 different blends here. And the regimen will also be there as well. Okay. So to say, stop needing for things to happen or things to occur or things to show up for you to feel like you're enough or like you're successful or like you're whole or like you're complete. You are already all of those things now. When you adopt that identity of already being enough now, already being whole, already being complete, already being incomparable, your reality will start to mirror that back to you. Okay, my phone is about to die on TikTok. Instagram. Instagram, do y'all have any questions or not? I'm going to stay on TikTok for a little bit longer. I just messaged you on IG because I'm interested in interviewing you. Wonderful. Okay. Now, I do want to share that I am completing tonight, actually, my content for my group program that will be launching in the beginning of spring, so in March. And we are going to do a 90-day program with each other, and we are going to learn how to embody this identity of being divine, of being enough, of being all that we need. And we are going to get really clear and understand how we can start to rewrite our narratives, rewrite our stories, and design lives that we're excited to wake up to. So if you're interested in that, please reach out. I do have links in all of my stuff that you can go ahead and jump into. I would love to pitch me. Wonderful. And I'm trying to just make sure I didn't miss any others. Learning to be still and listen to the silence. Yes. And the thing is, being still and listening to the silence, take a walk. I promise y'all, it's free, it's healthy, it's so underrated. So many of us take it for granted. A lot of people work from home. They don't get out of the house. Taking a walk is everything. It's everything. Some of my most amazing, lucrative ideas have come to me on walks. It just gives you a space and a time to process out whatever's in your mind. Whatever's in your mind. Another wonderful thing that I do is I script mine in the shower. Yes. Yep. Showers are a wonderful time to do it too. And sometimes when I'm in the shower, I just say, you know, I'm cleansing myself of all negative thoughts, of all negative beliefs, of all negative predispositions, of anything negative that happened yesterday, anything in my past. As this water runs on me and goes down the drain, so does all that negative bullshit with it. Not carrying it with me into today. But scripting, here, where's my script? I literally was going through my things, clearing some stuff out of my attic because I am in the process of buying a house and will be moving soon. So I am preemptively going through all my things and getting rid of things. And I literally have like an entire box full of journals. And one day I will show them because they're all dates. I always date my journal entries. Always date them. Because I like proof. I like to be able to go back and say, I remember when I created that. That came from 2018. That was from 2022. I remember when I wrote it down. Look right here. Remember? So one beautiful thing that you can do in the morning, of course, gratitude. Remember gratitude, not just for the external, but for the internal. But then also write your day as if you get to control how it goes. So you know what appointments you have for the day. You know what tasks you have for the day. You know what things are on your to-do list. Write them down. Like today was amazing. The day was so good. That appointment was great. I got 30 orders. I was able to do this. I did this, and like, tell your day how it's going to go. Don't, because what most people do is, I'm so sick of this job. I can't believe it. These kids are getting on my nerves. And they're starting the day complaining. Thank you for the compliment about my dress. I actually got this on TikTok Shop. They start their day complaining and hemming and hawing and beep, 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 beep. And that's how they go into their day. And then when it's confirmed to them, they say, see, I knew it. I knew it was going to go like that. I knew them kids was going to act like that. I knew my boss was going to act like that. I knew that was going to happen. No, what happened was your mind gave you what you expected it to give you. That's what happened, actually. How about trying, instead of that, to say, wow, this day is amazing. Everything goes right today. I got an email that changed my life. I got a phone call that changed my life. Like, create the things that you want. Actually have the audacity, have the courage, have the discipline to forecast something different. Just like the weatherman tells you it's going to do this and do I do daily affirmations? Sometimes I used to. I've moved now from the point of affirming daily to just knowing, just adopting the identity. When I do affirmations, I do the reality creation technique, which is not necessarily affirmations, but it is the intention and counter intention. So, sometimes I'll say, okay, I allow myself to receive $50,000 this month with ease. I allow myself to and then if I have a counter intention that comes up, I make note of that counter intention and then I say it again. but I don't do it like all day, because that can turn into a form of lack. Because the thing is, the goal of affirming is to become the person. And that is appropriate depending on your awareness level. I used to affirm all day long. Sometimes I still do. Sometimes I have these tracks on YouTube that I listen to that I just let play in the background. Why does everyone love me? Why does everyone favor me? Why do I have the best luck? Why do I, so yeah, they can be very, very helpful. And I think they can work for everyone. But the goal after you affirm for so long, because the thing is, affirming, again, it's a tricky slope. It depends on the person, because I will share my YouTube tracks. Give me just one sec. Actually, the one that I love is called Mohit's Askformations. Mohit. If someone can type this for me, and I'll pin it. Or can I do it? I don't know. Mohit's Askformation. So Mohit, Mohit's with an S, and then Askformations. Askfirmations. Mohit's Askformations. That's my favorite one of all time. That one is amazing. But, the goal of affirming is to become that person. Mohit's Askformation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How can I pin this comment? I don't know how to work TikTok. Hold up. Pin this comment. Did I pin it yet? Yes, it's pinned. Thank you. Thank you, Like the Bird. That one's really good. The only thing I warn about with my clients is if affirmations are making you feel any type of way than happy and fulfilled, don't do them. Because you're not coming from, it's all about the energy that you're coming from with the affirmations. So if you're fearful and you're like, everything's always working out, oh, I am amazing, I am a millionaire, no, those affirmations are not good. Affirmations are good now, I will tell y'all a story that happened quite a while back. When I was having car issues, and I was nervous because I thought my mechanic was about to tell me something crazy. I thought he was about to tell me something like some thousands of dollars. And I took some deep breaths and I was like, everything's going to work out. I am love, I am peace, and I am fulfilled. Even if this car needs thousands of dollars worth of repairs, it's going to be okay. I'm going to figure it out. So I think another really powerful tool is, of course, I believe in the Lord. Yes, God. My whole business is Yes, God Wellness. Now, I don't know if you're asking me that from a religious standpoint, but I lost my train of thought. I was talking about, being okay with or without. Being okay either way. No matter what the outcome of a circumstance is, being okay with it. Not putting so much importance on the outcome. Okay? Not putting the importance on the outcome of the circumstance. Because again, if I am an expression of God, that means I'm already fulfilled. I'm already satisfied. I'm already content. I already am love. I already am perfection. I already am peace. I already am bliss. It doesn't matter what happens outside in my life. It doesn't matter. So do you believe in the Lord? Do you have a relationship with Him? I don't think I think God's a little bit big for gender. Currently, LOL. Found out my brother picked up a new trade as a mechanic. All I need is parts. Yes! Yes, God, yes, God, yes, God. Why? Because it always works out. Because everything always works out perfectly. Even if it's not the outcome that you want, it's still perfect. And that is the name. This is my handle on TikTok. Everything is perfect life, because everything is. It's all about your perspective. If your perspective is that it's going to work out, it's going to work out, no matter what the outcome is. Instagram, I'm about to let y'all go because I don't see nobody on here, and y'all be playing anyway. I love y'all. I'll talk to you later. They be trying it, honey. I like TikTok. TikTok's my new boo. Good word. Trying to practice daily written affirmations felt a bit forced today. Yeah, if it feels forced, then don't do it. If it's ever feeling forced, that's not the time to affirm. And that's what I meant by allowing your emotions to be your compass. If something's feeling forced, if something's feeling, just, you know what, let it go. Just let it go. You don't need to control everything. And anything can turn into a control, even if it's affirmations. If I'm trying to script and I'm not feeling it to put it, I'm not scripting today. That's all. I'm not putting rigid rules on myself. I'm not doing that. Because I am flow, I am love, I am peace, I am always fulfilled. I don't need to do anything for that to be true. I don't need to do anything for that to be true. That is just who I am. That is my identity. That is what I am. I'm a business owner. I'm definitely in a season of release, faith, and acceptance. Yes, God. Meditating, deep breathing, again, taking walks, taking baths, doing activities that make you just feel relaxed and that you can just go. Now, I'm not saying that that's what your whole day should consist of. Yes, you should have things that you're working on. You should be productive when it's appropriate to be productive. But the goal is for your productivity to feel like joy because you are doing something that you love. You are doing something that you're naturally gifted at. You are doing something that you are divinely aligned with. So even productivity should not feel like a force. Yes, there's going to be complications that arise. Yes, there's going to be fires that need to be put out. Yes, life is going to life. Right? And that's okay. And yes, we're going to get emotional and we're going to have reactions and we're going to be scared and we're going to have anxiety. But the true wealth is in being able to experience that, recognize you're experiencing that, and then bring yourself back to the true identity. But you know what? Everything's going to work out because I am an embodiment of divine light and source. And I know that the way I'm thinking about this, the way I'm perceiving this, the rabbit holes that I'm not allowing myself to go down are actually going to dictate the outcome. Yes, hustle mentality is dead. We're over that. I really appreciate your recommendation for reading Started the Reality Creation Technique today. Girl, it's everything. It's everything. And I love Fred Dotson because you know what? Y'all just reminded me. Hold up. Because my Amazon packages came today and I had to reorder it because one of my homegirls actually stole that book from me last time. Hold on one second, y'all. You just reminded me. Hold up. Another book by Frederick Dotson. I completely forgot all about these Amazon packages, y'all. What is this? Did I order something this big? Oh, I forgot to order for my son. I had a bunch of Amazon packages come in. I ordered a bunch of activities for my children to do. I co-parent with my children, so they go back and forth from week to week. They're with dad for a week. They're with mom for a week. They're with dad for a week. They're with mom for a week. Yes, God. But, and I want to show y'all something too. Like my son, I don't know if you can see this. See right here where there's carvings on my desk, right? My son last week decided he wanted to carve my desk, honey, with some scissors. And then he wanted to blame it on his little sister, right? So I was like, okay. So I was like, listen, the camera's already picked it up, so you might as well admit me the truth. He's like, yeah, I did it. It was just so satisfying. So instead of getting upset and, no, I did get on him at first, like, sir, you know not to do that to my stuff. Don't do that to my stuff. What I did with that information and with the perspective of, you know what? Everything always works out. I'm a creator. I am love, I am peace, I am fulfillment. And so that's the only thing I have to give to my children. Guess what I ordered him? You want to whittle on wood, sir? Guess what? We're going to make something out of it. Okay? Yay! what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Oh, coins given. I thought that, honey, when I saw that, I said $68,643. Yes, God. This is a perfect example of what I just talked about, okay? And I know I'm all over the place, but y'all just got to bear with me. I'm a Sagittarius with a Gemini moon. I don't know what to say. Like, I be all over the place, okay? But instead of reprimanding and traumatizing the shit out of my son, Sag Life, hey, I decided to listen to him and tell me, Aries moon, woo, that's a nice combination. We love us some Aries, honey. I decided to listen to him because what I did is I had him write me a letter. I said, I want you to write me a letter explaining to me why you thought it was okay to vandalize my property. I need a letter. I need for you to reflect on that and tell me why that was okay for you to do that. And he wrote me a letter. And he said, I was bored. It was satisfying for me. It was fun. I liked it. I liked seeing the shavings come off. And I said, okay, you like seeing the shavings come off. Okay. So you liked it. You enjoy that. Okay. Something you enjoy. I want you to enjoy yourself. You're my son. I want you to have fun. I want you to enjoy. I want you to do things that bring you joy, right? Because I am joy. So why wouldn't I want my son to have joy? So I say, you know what? Let me get him something where he can do it in a productive way, where he can actually produce productivity. Remember what I just said about productivity? When we're doing things that we enjoy, productivity, it does not feel like a task, right? Productivity is not a task when we're enjoying what we're doing. This is why it's important to ignore external world, external reality telling you that what you're doing is wrong, that you're not enough, that this job at Burger King defines you, that this job at the factory defines you. Now, if you love working at Burger King, if you love working at the factory, then yes, God to that. But if you don't, and your passion and your interest and your joy are found in something else, you don't let this world, you don't let your mama, you don't let your sister, you don't let your wife, you don't let your husband, you don't let nobody come and tell you that what you're doing is a waste of time and you shouldn't be doing it. You don't let nobody tell you that, because there are kids out here playing video games making $60,000 and $70,000 a month on Twitch playing video games. You don't let nobody tell you that what brings you joy is not part of your purpose. You don't let nobody do that. You don't let your own self do that. You don't let society do that. That was one of the things. And then I had to get my daughter something because she'll feel left out. But anyways, back to my point. Now he changed the cover on this, which I guess it's because it's the second edition. But my homegirl, I had brought this up with me. Actually, this is perfect. I brought this up with me to New York when I went to visit for Christmas. And I want to share with y'all. It wasn't Christmas, it was Friendsgiving. The reason why I love this book so much is because he talks about the book is called Levels of Energy. Absolutely changed my life. Screenshot. Frederick Dotson, screenshot, y'all. Go ahead. You can get the audio book, you can get the regular book, whatever book you want. Like, get it. Okay? Book changed my life. The first time I heard it was audiobook because, as you see, I be all over the place. But I want to share with y'all because I needed this in writing. When I heard this, I needed it in writing. Okay? Is my screen mirrored? Can y'all see this? Or do I need to mirror my screen another way? I would love y'all to give me some tappy tap taps. I would love a little love, baby. I would love a little love, baby. What did I call this live? I called it Stop Meeting. Okay. But you know what? Even though Instagram be playing games with me, I don't care because I don't need everybody to see it. I just need the right person to see it. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let me go ahead and type this before my whole entire phone dies. Sorry, y'all. Just give me one moment. Can y'all see? It's opposite. Can't read it. Okay, hold on. Let me, because I saw an option to mirror my video. Hold up. Okay, now this is the right way. Okay, now can we see it? Sorry, y'all. Hold on one second. Let me put this phone on the charger before it dies. And then I'm going to be really annoyed. Drag, what puzzle? Why? Okay, hold on, TikTok. Oh, stop playing with me. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Stop talking about you did select. You did TikTok. Don't start with me, TikTok. Okay. What was that affirmation title you mentioned from YouTube? It's called Mohit's Askformation. Didn't I pin it? Did it go away? Did it go away? I see why people don't like this because I look a little crazy right now. All right. So what I want to share with y'all is why I reordered this book is because, honey, I be needing it. I be needing it. Dang, is all my cameras dying? What is going on? Okay, whatever, Canon. I was trying to record this for some YouTube content, but what will be, honey. I'm good either way. Look, so levels of energy, right? I want you to see if you recognize yourself in any of these emotions or any of these, right? Guilt is the same level as humiliation and psychosis. Stop feeling guilty about stuff. Stop it. Hold on. Who is this free TikTok link about? Are you going to give me $53,124? Because if not, I need you to just get out of my life. Hold on. Let me just block this person. I don't like that. I don't like it. Okay. These are real numbers, right? Anger, domination, aggression. Okay, so what I want to show you, right? Self-pity. See, self-pity right here is 80, but then anger is 160. It is a higher vibration to be angry about some shit than it is to feel pity about some shit or hopelessness or apathy. All right. So levels of energy. Frederick Dodson. This is my dude. I love his style of how he teaches reality creation and manifestation because it's very simple and to the point. Like, we don't got time for all this convoluted stuff and, 2-hour processes of doing stuff in the morning. Like, no, we don't got time for that. But so look at the higher levels of energy. Where's gratitude? Gratitude is, where's gratitude? Gratitude somewhere. I know it's a higher level. Contentment, routine, functionality, boredom, courage, relaxation. See, that's what I'm saying. So relaxation right here. Being relaxed is a higher level of energy than being angry or being anxious or being prideful or being arrogant. Like, arrogance is a low level of energy. Anger, need. Look at this one. Need, craving. So this is what this whole life is about, right? Stop needing. Craving, need, compulsion, unfulfilled desire. Low vibrational. Low vibrational. This is a scale. I think this is a scale. This scale has actually been around. I've seen it in a lot of different books. He actually puts numbers and emotions with it, but there's a lot of different hold on, let me kibosh